YouTube, man. Welcome back to another video. I'm your host, K Dub. Welcome back to K Palace. I want to go ahead and speak on the Stephen A. LeBron situation real quick. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, right? So obviously, Stephen A. has made an appearance on Carmelo on Melo's podcast. Shout out to Melo at Brooklyn, 7 p.m. Or 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. My bad. I watch Melo. Um, Melo's one of my favorite players of all time. I'm gonna be honest. I don't speak about it, but Melo is one of my favorite players of all time. Um, the score and all that, right? Um, so shout out to Melo. Shout out for him getting into Hall of Fame. Obviously, Stephen A. They're asking about the LeBron beef, bro. This been going on for like, cause what the beef started like what February? I want to say February, March, cause it happened. It happened like in the playoffs. It happened like in Indiana. I think it was All Star Weekend. I think it was in February, bro. This been going on since like February, bro. But people keep asking Stephen A. about LeBron, and that's where the conversation gets taken out of context. So I want to react to the Breakfast Club. They kind of reacted to a clip of it. I'm gonna come back to that one, but I wanted to react to the Stephen A. jump real quick. If it's here. Yeah, right here. I want to react to it real quick. Um, I'll give y'all my thoughts after we watch some clips. I'm not gonna watch everything because it's like the videos are long. I got another video I want to react to. So let's just get into it.
More about LeBron James. He sat down with the guys over at the Pivot and he talked about LeBron James and he says LeBron
Oh yeah, so he did go to the pivot and speak over there, but I want to react to the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn one though.
James doesn't go at white people the same way he does black analysts. Let's take a listen.
You ever see LeBron go at a white boy? It's called what it is. You see, you saw him come at me. Closest you ever came to seeing him do something like that when he called out Brian Windhorst.
That first line is funny as hell. You ever seen him go at a white boy?
Play it again. I'm sorry.
You ever see LeBron go at a white boy? It's called what it is. You see, you saw him come at me. Closest you ever came to seeing him do something like that was when he called out Brian Windhorst. What you calling out Brian Windhorst for? The man covered you since junior high school and has praised you repeatedly. And you used the Pat McAfee situation to go at him. And that's the only time you ever seen LeBron James, really go at somebody white. I'm going to call it what it is. When I did my monologue for 17 and a half, 18 minutes, the day after he decided to go on Pat McAfee's show, immediately after, I was informed that we won't be hearing more from him about me. That's what I thought, because I got receipts. I pride myself on being a fair-minded individual, being professional, but I'm also a proud black man. And I know not only what I've done, what I've tried to do for black men in our industry. I might have to call you out sometimes, but you know why I'm calling you out? Because there's a whole bunch of other black people I got to look out for, and they can't make the same errors you just made, because if they did, it would ruin their life. And I need to use you as that example because I got a bigger vision.
All right, so he said that. Now let's go to the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Melo. And we gonna react to that one. As far as that one, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I think Bron said he's now obviously white reporter or Stephen A said. I mean, Skip been talking about him for years, but I don't think Bron said
It's
anything
never
publicly
happened.
though.
Yes. But I think
Well, we've never seen a Stephen A. before where,
So I want to go back to what Bron said about Stephen A. on this podcast. Let's just go
absolutely
there.
would warrant that type of response. Somebody out there to
Damn right that did. Damn right. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Okay? But no big deal. No problem. But I'm telling you, I'm not asking. It's some low shit. Today,
I always stayed out
Line where it is basketball.
years and years because from my perspective, it wasn't just about what he said about Brownie. It was a build-up from everything over the years, and that right there just hit home. That hit close to home. So of course I gotta at this point in time, it's fuck that. I gotta take care of. Now is my time to say something. Enough is enough type of situation from that side.
I will say this. I'm going to say shit on this podcast right now that I ain't never said. I ain't going to hold back. I'm going to preface my comment by saying, if y'all wouldn't have asked me about him, I wouldn't have talked about him.
Indeed.
I have no desire to talk about LeBron James, but I'm in the media. I am who I am. And it's pretty hard for me to say no comment. I ain't talking about something. When I bring people on to talk about stuff, it's just something that's hypocritical about that for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to preface my comment by saying that. I want to say also, before I get into it, that I don't get touched very much easily, very easily. I'm talking about emotionally, where I look at athletes and all of this other stuff, and what they say affects me in a very touching way.
Mm.
When I saw D Wade on this show with Mello, I cannot tell you how touched I was that both of them said what they said. It didn't matter to me whether they agreed with me or not.
Let's get to it.
Who I was and who I've been. D Wade and Mello to have an opinion.
Assume that you're going to make it
team professionalism. But Mello knows what I mean. Cats on speed dial. You don't take a moment to sit up there and say, damn. So you want to hate on me? Fine, no problem. Now let me get to LeBron.
At Replit, we believe everyone should.
This is where I want to. This is what I want y'all to hear for real.
I don't like his ass. Not a little bit. I understand what he means to Mello. I understand what he means to D Wade, my boys. I understand it. But all I'm going to say when it comes to that, Mello is 1,000% right. This dates back more than a decade. I'm not going to go into detail of the shit this man has tried to do to me. People don't understand. You don't know. You do not understand the links this man would go to. I believe he's one way publicly, he's another way privately.
Mm.
I believe he might not be interviewed and he might not be quoted, but the things he says and the things he has said to people, it's gotten back to me. The things that he's tried to do, if it were up to him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Did he try to get you off the
You
air?
understand what I'm saying? I'm not going there.
Okay.
Figure it out.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Because I'm not going to find myself in a position where it can get uglier. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, I'm not asking. It's some low, low shit. The day that he rolled up on me courtside, it was the day my contract was announced. That I had stayed with ESPN, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at the camera angle. I arrived there in the first quarter. He rolled up on me in the third quarter. When he rolled up on me in the third quarter, this is 2025. We got technology everywhere. TNT is a nationally televised game. How is it we got one angle and the only angle you see was of him and his face? But you see the back of my peanut head. How is that the only angle that you saw? How? Y'all guess.
Okay.
I'm not going there. I'm just telling you what I see. Remember, I'm in this business. Got my social media person right there.
Right.
You understand? I've been an executive producer for years. I know this business. I know a thing or two about camera angles. I determine them half the time.
Yep.
Do this angle, do this angle, do that angle. This is my business. I'm here. I know what that is. There's no way that you're in an arena, you're LeBron James, and the only angle that somebody sees is a straight up shot of you getting in my face. They see no reaction, they see nothing, and that's an accident.
All right, so I'll ask you straight up.
It doesn't happen.
I'll ask you straight up. Do you think you felt set up in that moment?
Damn right.
Okay.
Damn right I did.
You thought he had somebody out there too?
Damn right that did.
Okay.
Damn right. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Okay? But no big deal. No problem. Because I go on the air the next day and I'm like, that's a dad reacting to his son. Wife's at the game, family's at the game. That's family.
Yeah.
That can happen with anybody. Right? Which is what I meant when I said I had no intentions of talking about it, because I didn't know anybody saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about this because the man coming at me because of his son's a son. Happens on a Thursday. That's a Friday. That Saturday, Richard Jefferson is doing the game in Boston. He's still mic'd. He's working for ESPN. And we see LeBron say to him, yo, man, when he said, as a father, I had it. So I'm thinking, oh, that's not about Bronny. That's about you.
Mm.
Okay, let's talk about you as a father from this perspective. Bronny ain't at home in Brentwood. That's Crypto.com Arena. He ain't wearing street clothes. That's a purple and gold uniform he's on. He's a Laker. It's my job to cover the NBA. It's my job to cover basketball. I just told him, Melo, I ain't see Cayenne play. Because I know that if I walk into an arena to watch his son play, everybody's going to ask me, how do I feel? Not just about him, about Melo.
I think
Well, we've never seen a Stephen A. before where, it
absolutely
would warrant that type of response.
right, and it's a level of respect there
Yeah.
too that people are trying to people really have to look into that. It's a level of respect there.
That's the same thing you
Oh yeah, also, bro, y'all can go watch the full video too. This is Melo's podcast. Yeah, if y'all want to watch the rest of it, here's Melo's podcast right here, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. So y'all can go watch the full jump. I'm just reacting to some of it because I've already seen this part. Well, I didn't see this part yet. I stopped watching it on purpose so I can react to it with y'all. But y'all can go watch the full video on Melo podcast. It's at 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Wade said when y'all was
It's
here.
a level
It was
of
like,
respect.
yeah.
I respect this nigga so much.
Mm,
I respect him so much that what he's saying is really affecting me
mm,
as a father. He home sitting around his wife, his kids, his moms, the whole crew. Now I don't know this for sure, but I'm just saying, me knowing a little bit about the situation. This is probably what's happening, man. God damn, man, enough is enough, Steve. He probably on TV.
mm-hmm.
They watching it. Yo, enough is enough with this guy.
But that's the whole point. I understand enough is enough stuff if I had been speaking about Bronny. I'm trying to say to
You
everybody.
can't separate the two.
No, I'm trying to say Bronny had been talked about
Yes.
all year long by other people except me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk about him. Remember, I hadn't seen him play
I agree.
on purpose. I avoided the subject. So my point is, with that as factual information,
If you're an illegal alien, this runway is your future because you're headed home. I'm
that wasn't about Bronny. Bronny
No.
was the excuse for you to come at me.
Yeah, y'all can react to the video, but my personal opinion on this, bro. Um, I mean, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I just think people need to stop asking Stephen A. about it because he's bringing up a little bit more stuff about the situation than what it was, than what it is, and it's more stuff coming out about the situation. So I think people should stop asking about it. It gives you, obviously, it gives you views. It gets you views and clicks and something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? To go viral because that's what's like popping now. But I just think, bro, this happened like All Star Weekend, bro. It's just time to just like put it to rest, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just put it to rest. You know what I'm saying? But my personal opinion, man, I don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? They both are great at what they do. Stephen A is the best journalist, sports journalist in the world, and LeBron is the best basketball player in the world. That's just what it is. Them two beef is going to draw millions and billions of people to tune in if you're into sports. But hopefully, y'all enjoy the video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new, man. And I'm gone, bro.